Okay, so I'll be live. Yeah. Hello, hello. Hello, mic check. Okay, so alright. So let's play. So we'll be playing our first game as white and let's continue with the move pawn to e4. He played the park defense. So we may simply take the control of the center with the move to e4 and take out the knight to c3 because protecting our pawn is very important. And he played the knight to d7. What we can do e5 is not a quite good move. But the idea is take. After knight take, queen take on the queen. Hence, we can get the castling ability. Otherwise, I'll just say let's develop and then push. He play e5, so that's still a good opportunity to capture. And he take it backwards. We may take out our bishop to c4, attacking the weak f7 pawn. He continue with x6, and then okay. So over here I am getting a lot of ideas to continue with, especially knight e5. Okay, I would say let's castle because castling is important. He plays c6. The idea is to block my knight to come and all. Okay, so what can we do over how can we attack the pieces? So developing is not helping a lot if you observe carefully. Queen e2 and rook d1 can be a part of plan. Other than that, I find x3 as a very easy available option, blocking the knight to jump and all. So he played bishop e7. Now I would say queen e2 as the response, focusing on the diagonal and then rook d1, activating this. Now he can castle, and then I continue knight h4. The idea is to continue with f4. Now the queen at e2, it is generally defending the pawn supported by the knight. This is the main plan. If he tries something like g5, try to attack my knight, I can take the knight here. Now what he is doing is playing knight b6. Over here I would take my bishop backwards. Okay, so bishop d3 will support this pawn. So let us go for it. Bishop d3. Now let us see what he responds with. Hmm. Okay, so over here, as I have told that this is going to be our plan, knight h4, and that's how we will be continuing with. So he played knight e8. Now that's not looking quite good. Anyways, what we may do is push the knight here as I wanted. So let's go with knight f5. Idea is if the bishop take, pawn take, and we'll continue. Hmm. So he take it, we also take it back. A5 can be pushed for attacking the knight. Now these are already available options and are very good options. Pushing a5 and all. Knight f6. Now it is blocking my queen to come there. So this is a quite good move. We play a5. Now knight e5 can be expected, offering trades. And what we can do is simply decline the trade by knight e4. Now here he can accept if he want to. Otherwise he cannot accept. That's his choice. He want to protect the knight or he want to trade. That's up to him. So let's see what he responds with. And if you are enjoying the stream, you may like the live stream. So he responded rook to e8. I can play c4. So we continue c4. Once he moved the knight, actually where can he move the knight? He can move it here. No. So knight b4, protecting my bishop, seems to be a very good response from my side. Otherwise rook to d1 can be played. So I'll play bishop b1 and then continue bishop d2 for attacking the knight. Ultimately he has to move the knight to x6 and that will be a very good position for us. Otherwise I could still follow up this plan after taking, like I'll take this knight. After bishop take I play queen here, creating pin. So that the bishop take on x6 can be an available option. Okay. Now this bishop attacking towards this pawn. So he plays c5. What we can do is capture the knight. Now black captures. I'll play queen g4. Now that's the plan. So let's see what black responds with. 6 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock remaining. He continued with king x7. So over here, pawn f4 can be played. Other than that, pawn f4, if we take, then bishop take, and that's how we'll continue. Okay, so over here, this pawn is the main problem, main trouble, which is not allowing the queen to jump. So I would say let's play queen h5. I know that is not attacking, but I can play g4, g5, and try to create pawn storm, attack the king side. That's it. Now black to play. Black play knight c6. Whatever his plan is, I'll go with g4. If we want to capture, okay. If he becomes greedy and he take the pawn, what we can do is continue it, pushing the pawn forward. Ultimately, if we move the bishop backwards or not, that's not up to us. What we'll do is we may capture the pawn. So he played knight d4. Now if I push, he can prepare for this check and this check. So I'll play this. Now the queen is blocking these checks. Okay, if we capture, then pawn take on bishop. Okay. Now if we take this, then bishop take on bishop, and that's a free bishop. So you can expect your opponent not to capture this. Okay. And if we move it backwards, then we can continue with capturing. Other than that, I can even try f6 as an available option. So bishop e6, bishop e7. Now check, capture. That's not helping. So we'll take. If we capture, then queen take. He played g6. We can still take the bishop over here, right? So queen take on g6. The king goes there, and this is a checkmate. Okay, so black resigns the game. Now we're gonna have another game on the board. And what will we be playing? So we'll be playing as white. Let's continue with the move pawn to e4. The Caro can't defend. So let's play d4 and then take out the knight to c3. What he has to do is to capture, and then we'll also capture and continue as usual. Okay, so he capture, we also capture. Knight f6, and all we have to do is to move the knight to g5 for the alien gambit. So if we try x6, what we have to do is to sacrifice. Anyway, so what he is going to think? He can play bishop f5. No, x6. So what we have to do is to continue with knight take on f7. Take out the knight instead of hopping the bishop. And after he plays c5. Okay. So c5 was played. We'll continue with the move bishop c4 check. Knight to e5. Knight e5 check. The king goes there. Now here okay, g4 is not correct. I can castle, otherwise knight to g6. We play rook here and then knight f4. So what we'll do is castle so that we can play rook e1 and attack this. So we continue with queen take d4. Queen e2, defending our pieces. c3 can be played in the next. Okay, so he continue with bishop d6. We'll play knight to g6 and attack the rook. He may protect, and then we play c3. Okay, bishop e3, then queen take on this. Rook to d1 can also be played. I find rook d1 as a very good option. Rook d1. So we know the next move. He'll protect, and then we play rook to d1. And that's how we continue. Anyway, so what is he going to play now? So this is black to play position where black is thinking. He respond with rook here. All we have to do is to move the rook to d1, and then he may move whatever. So a6 was not expected. Now we'll move the rook to d1 and attack the queen. The queen is trapped. No, queen can come here. After he moved the queen there, bishop take. Okay, he respond with queen e4. If I take knight take, and that's how he continue. So first of all, I'll go with knight take. Okay, he resigns. So I was having knight take on the rook capturing on the bishop. So that's the power of alien gambit. Anyways, let's have another one. and we'll be playing as black. So we are getting the black pieces. We'll play the French, taking out the d5, attacking the pawn, and I could go with c5. Okay. Otherwise, I would say let's capture and continue. Welcome, smart, to my channel. If rook x7, then you could sack the queen. If rook x7, that's also possible. Exactly, that's true. Knight f6. If we capture, queen take, and that's how we continue. So he take out his bishop. What we can do is move out the knight and support. Then counter attack the center with the move c5. Other than that, we can play bishop e7 and continue. So all he do is taking out the knight. What we may do is continue with c5, having a trap. Now what's the trap? The trap is if we capture, we continue with queen check. And if we don't take the knight there, okay, he capture. So what we have to do is take out the queen a5, giving check. If we play c3, then knight take on knight is a free knight. Otherwise, if we move the knight there, then what we have to do is to move knight e5 and attack. Other than that, I can also go with bishop take. So let us go with bishop capturing. I can move bishop here, try to pressurize the knight. So that's why he respond with a3. All he can do is try b4 attack and all. So what we may do is move the queen, and I find this move quite bad because then he can play knight here. So what I can do is not playing this because knight here, bishop take, king here, and then exactly I'll lose the bishop. Anyway, so what I can do is move my queen backwards or move my bishop backwards. So let us take the bishop back. Sacrifice. Wait, you are saying sacrifice. So if king take, then queen b6 check. I don't find this helping, Knight g4, he played this. Then you take. Okay, so we can try this as an option. Knight g4, but then he plays h3. If he play this, you can take. So how can he defend it? He can play bishop h4, yeah. Very easy available option. Bishop h4. Then I can try queen b6. Okay. Okay, so what is he going to play now? Alright, 8 minutes and 18 seconds remaining on the clock. He respond with bishop h4, as I have told. Now what we can do is protect. Nothing except for protection. So as I have said, queen b6, knight here. If you capture, king comes here. So I'll go with queen b6 and attack. Welcome mind gamers to my channel. Welcome back. Okay, so let's see what he responds with. I can go on with bishop take on f2 as an available option and continue. So he continue with knight e4. Yes, mind plays, I can play against you. Send me the challenges. So all I find knight sacrifice is not good. Instead of knight sacrifice, playing knight to f6 supporting is quite good. Hmm. And I can even play e5, try to attack the knight. Anyway, so let's look at the threats. So the threat I find is bishop check and castling. No, bishop e2. So I continue bishop take knight, bishop take this, then bishop take on it. How is that helping actually? Okay, so knight to e5 is not correct. e5, pawn e5 can be played. So we continue pawn e5. Now still he can try bishop check and all. Forcing moves, you know. So he is having a lot of forcing moves as an available option. Now that's up to white, whether he wants to play that or not play that, whatever. So e5 is generally attacking it. He played the bishop check. All I can do is move my bishop here. He gonna take. Then knight has to. Oh, but then he can go with queen take on this as an option. So I made some mistakes in planning. Okay, so let's see what he responds with. White is having a very good option. And then I'll go with pawn take. He'll go with queen take. Okay. So queen take. Uh, I continue with the move pawn taking on it. Attacking it. You can even try this. No. Okay. So we'll protect. And attacking the knight is an available option to us. Other than that, queen take on b2. f6 needs to be played. The main idea is to block the bishop diagonal, because this is currently not allowing me to long castle. So f6 and then long castling can be our plan. Okay, so what is he going to play? Alright, so white to play, having 5 minutes on the clock. He can simply protect the knight. Long castling was not expected. I take. Exactly. Rook check. So bishop. Oh, that's the trap. Queen e6. Giving up the queen now. Still the mate is coming. Rook take, pawn take, and queen take push. Okay, so I resign this. Alright, so we'll have another one. And we'll be playing as white or black. Okay, we'll be playing as white. So let's play e4. Against the French, we'll take out the pawn. Now this is the Sicilian. So let's push d5. It's up to black if we want to push. No. So we'll continue pushing. Playing knight to c3 for development and defend. a4 blocking b5, which is very important. Okay, so here I'll take out my knight. E5 was not expected, so all I can do is uh, play bishop e3 or e2. He play bishop g4. Let's castle. Welcome Faith to my channel. If you want to challenge me, you can send me the challenges and we can play against you. So queen g3, if he castle, he's gone. g6, I still have plan. Let's counter attack the center. He is trying knight x5, trying to figure out some attacks and all. He is quite high rated, 1600. Okay. So queen f3, I can continue pushing the pawn. g4, if we try knight take, then bishop take, pawn take, queen take. Yeah. Okay. So bishop take. After pawn take, queen take on f4. He play knight to e5. Then I continue with bishop e2 because I need to protect. Protection is very important. Okay. Over here, his piece activity is very good. I'll admit that. a5. This seems to be quite confusing move, but it is having a very good plan. Now, if by chance he played this, queen over here was absolutely unexpected. Knight a4, now I can jump and all. Okay, so let's see what he responds with. Black over here already knows about this threat. So I'll play the knight as I have thought and attack the queen. He played the queen here. Now b3 for protection. So first I'll protect. He may try bishop here, try to attack my queen and all. Bishop here, queen back. Okay, so let's see what he responds with. Pawn to g5 is not expected, but if we play this, then I can play queen here and continue with my game. Bishop here is expected. Otherwise, castling is not at all helpful because after castling, I can go with queen take on. No, but castling is a very good move. After castling, if I play this, bishop here is at queen trap. So he can try this. Bishop g5. Let us move the queen backwards. Now I'll play queen f2. He'll still find out some plan. Pawn to f5. I take, he take, I'll take. From the queen. Yeah. So he go with castling now. Okay. Over here, the rook. You can play rook a2, but how it is helpful? King. Okay. So I play king g2. The idea is I'll play my rook here and push. Okay. Very simple idea. So all black can do is what can black do? Black's position is also quite troublesome. Knight backwards, trying to offer some trades. Exactly, I can accept that. That's obviously my advantage. After queen take, I can now play h4, supported by my queen. So indirectly he is helping me without even noticing. Now bishop f6, no, not at all. Bishop here. Okay, he can try to plan and all. Let him do that. Now let me push the pawn forward so that I can now open my bishop. If he try to push, no, he take. So all we can do is capture it backwards. Bishop capture. Play the rook x1. It does not mean that right now I'm pinning. Anyways, queen e7. So bishop should move. Bishop d3. He try queen e5. What can he do right now? Okay, so rook to g5. Trying to attack the bishop. Let's see what he responds with. Now rook to g1. So he continued with queen f4. Rook sacrifice is not helping, right? Rook sacrifice will be a waste of energy, I guess. Wait, sacrifice, take, not helping. Queen capture. So queen e2 means I'm declining the trades. I'll try to double up my rooks as fast as possible. He can play this. Okay. So all is focused at trading. Wow. So let me try off a draw. No. Rook x3. The check is not helpful at all. Let us capture. Open the bishop g4, blocking f5. And my opponent tries to be Gotham chess, sacrificing his rook. Now all I have to do is capture and protect my bishop by taking it f3. Still, I can expect him to win the game. Rook check, move the king. King to e2, followed by another rook check and captures. Now let us play rook to a4. Rook e6, he declined the trades. If he declined, then rook to e4, king here, rook a3 check. Okay. So now what can I do? Push d6. So we continue with the move d6, followed by my rook to d3. That's absolutely inevitable. King g1, move the rook backwards. Oh, rook f1, rook e6, rook f6. Okay, so I'll win on time. e4, so let us go with e5 against the king's pawn opening, followed by knight c6 and bishop c5, knight f6, castling, captures, bishop e6, He continue with d5. So I'll go with knight a5, attacking the bishop. He protect. Then I'll play d6. Idea is to block this. He play b4, knight trap. Very good technique. Okay. Knight take on e4. He gonna capture. Okay. So black to play. He take. Queen f6. Now that's a available rook to us. I'll go with bishop take on a5 and then eliminate this. Ultimately, I would get that material back. He responded with queen d4. So he found a solution. Now moving the pieces to the good square will be helpful. Queen e7, f5. Remove the bishop back. Bishop e6, attacking the queen. Queen c3. Bishop d7, coordination. Rook f6. He may try knight here, try to attack my bishop and all. Okay. Protection, very important. So let's play bishop c5, followed by b5 attacking the knight, and b4. Can be as a plan. Till time he can just protect. He can even play the rook here. Now still I can play queen f7 and attack the pawn. He can protect. I don't know how. Knight e3. He can try this, but then I can just push and continue. So all he plays queen d2, where I will protect my rook. So rook g6. Controlling this file. Now over here, if you analyze, queen take on this is an available option, followed by g4 and g5 as I was saying. So he play x3, making my work quite more easier. Anyway, so I'll go with b5. He play knight e3. Let us protect, push, and then suck. Okay, you might say bishop take on knight was an available option. Exactly. I could have played that also. Anyways, look x6. Now the matter is different because I have played this move. He moved the knight to f1. So I'll capture the d5 pawn and wait for my opponent's response here. Till time I can even play bishop c6, try to look forward. He play queen c3, trying to focus on the checkmate and all. So all I'll do is play rook g6, defending it, and queen take on knight is a available option. So we may capture the knight, and then we can even capture and deliver the checkmate. Okay, bishop and the queen can easily capture this pawn f2 1. So yes, the game is all. Anyways, let's see what to respond with. If you are enjoying the stream, you may like the live stream, and if you are a new one, you may subscribe the channel. Okay, so white having less time now, 14 seconds only. He is in a virtue of time pressure. He might be thinking about g3 and all. Okay, so he resigned g3 and all, but then he would have observed this. Anyways, so let us have another one. We'll be playing as white. So let us play g3. Take out the bishop. Bishop check and you lose. No, not at all. If you observe carefully, I was having a what we say checkmate. I could easily capture the weak pawn g2 pawn and win the game. Queen and the rook were giving checkmate. Anyway, so we'll have knight c3. Castling. Knight f6. So knight f6. I think development. Bishop f4 can be played. Okay, so bishop f4. Okay, he go with bishop take knight. We will also capture. And he take it. Knight to e5. He try b5, then knight take on it. So pawn take attacking it. And we can expect some trace and all. Welcome Anchor Dreams to my channel. If you want to challenge me, you can send me the challenges. Queen d4. Idea is simple, attacking the pawn and all. He go with knight b6. Queen c5. Now the castling ability gone. Queen e7 and obviously we'll take along with bishop g5 check. Bishop e3. The idea is not to take it but to give a check and all. Okay, so bishop c5 check and then e4. Now just take any of the piece. So this is black to play and think for what he can do, what he cannot do. Let's see how black responds with. Black go with bishop take. I'll also capture and then protect. Moving the bishop back to g2. Bishop capturing the pawn. a4. a5. Let us capture. Knight check king h1. Knight take. Okay, I just tried playing faster and mistake happened. So now what is happening? Position is equal? No. Black is having two more pawns. In fact, three more pawns. So f5, okay. Bishop e6, bishop e3, rook f2, and he take. No, not this, man. More slip. I wanted to play this. Bishop c3, black to play. He continue rook d3. I'll play bishop e4. King f2, bishop d2, bishop c1, rook c2, okay. So 56 seconds remaining for black. Uh, rook to d4. Rook takes c3. Let us take the bishop. Bishop backward is not helpful. Bishop f3. So bishop c6. Controlling this. He may try this. I'll play bishop a3 and continue. So bishop rook x4. Attacking the pawn. Rook e3. Rook taking here. "33 seconds. Bishop a3. Bishop f3. Rook d3 check. Bishop c1. Rook d1. Hmm. So, okay, bishop x4, bishop f6, check, king e2, 1500 don't know how to push pawns. The situation is like that only. So, king d2, bishop e5, push, king c2, bishop d3, check, bishop f5, king b3, bishop x3, so king take b4, bishop e2, captures, and a draw. Alright, so any challenges? If you want, you may send me the challenges. I'll be waiting. Okay, so I get a challenge from 2100. We'll be playing as black. So let us say what he play. G3. So D5. Bishop G2, Knight F3 as his normal development plan. Okay, Bishop G2, C5, Bishop F3, Knight C6. My opponent forgot the opening rules. Okay, so let's play D4 and take out the knight. Bishop E6, Bishop G4, X6, Queen A5 check, Knight E7, play F6 and all. Rook take on D8, pawn F6, Okay, so what is he going to do now? He can still try Knight C4, try to attack. Then I'll try Queen C7. Okay, he play H4. So I'll play Queen C7 and prepare B5 and all. Okay, let's see what he responds with. If we try this, then I just push. And that's how I continue. So he play G5. Okay. All I have to do is play Bishop E7. And He just wanna capture, so that's why he is doing all this. I'll take my knight backwards. King to g2. It's time to take. No, not at all. b5. The knight cannot jump. He played queen f3. Queen here. The knight moves, take. But why you have to move the knight? You know. Okay, I'll just play queen f6. Adding support, that's it. He take. Okay. So over here, I will continue with queen take. Because I know he'll not trade. And that's why he played queen e2. Now let's protect. Queen d6. He gonna try something. Okay. Knight f6. Obviously I'll not repeat the moves. And he play bishop f5, figuring out his check. So rook x6. Rook take x4. We'll take. Move the king to f7. And take the knight. Rook g8. Bishop d8. Queen e7. Oh. Hmm. Okay, so we can accept. Now, okay, white to play. White can play e4. Okay, d4. So let us take out the knight. d5. c5. You could win easily, but you play very slow. That's why you lose. Alright, I'll try playing fast. Okay, so white to play. White is thinking for the correct move. He plays c3 or let us capture. Take out the knight c6 along with bishop f5, e6, rook to c8, just move the knight here and then queen e5 check. Okay, so now the matter is different. Play bishop d6 and castle because castling is very important. Queen c7. Rook c1. Castling. Okay. So let us continue with eliminating this knight. Queen d7, and after capturing, let us say what he continues with. Capture, then pawn take. So we can try to attack the king side by king h8, rook g8, try to open up an attack. Anyway, so let us see what he responds with. Knight to p3, pawn a6, he take, no. Okay, queen e7, bishop take, then rook take, and that's how we continue. Knight take on p7, pawn take on this. My opponent forgot how pawn moves. Anyways, so we get a minor piece like that. Knight a7, the queen under attack. All he can do is try to protect the queen. Now that's up to him on how he can protect it. So queen a6, first trade, and then protect. Knight c8, then knight here, no, not at all. Okay, yeah, pushing the pawns forward is having a lot of sense. So we can play e5 and continue with. Knight a5. Okay. Queen a7. Offering queen trades. Queen a7, and we will be attacking the queen. If we take, the knight take. Anyway, so let's see what white responds. So queen b5, knight e6. Simply attack the queen, and he may try to protect the knight also. So he can move the queen backwards. and then I can just hop in the knight and counter attack towards this knight. So let's see what White responds with. He played queen b4. So okay. Knight to e4. If I play queen here, then rook was an option. So that's why I play knight e4. Okay, so he respond with knight c6. And then I will capture the pawn on a2. He'll give check and eliminate my bishop, which I'll accept. Yeah. So now what is White going to play? White can play queen here, try to attack and all. Okay, so he respond with f3. Now I can move the knight backwards as usual. Knight g5. He'll play queen here, try to attack. He can try to push after playing rook here. So h4, knight e6. f4, he gonna take, knight take. Okay, White to play. Where White is thinking for the move. Pawn take on e3. King h8. Queen take on p2 as an available option. So f4, we go with queen take p2, attacking the rook. He can protect. And then, okay, he go with queen take e3. I'll go with queen take d4, supported by the knight. Queen take on f4. Queen take g3 check. Rook to d8. King g7. d4. d3. d2. And we promote to a queen. So king f8. Queen h5 check. Rook d4 check. Queen take x6. Queen here. Rook d2. Queen g4. The checkmate. Okay. So let us capture. He gonna take knight f4. Knight take g2. Queen d3. Okay. So if you want, you may send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed. Any challenges?